travel centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in.
Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for Serta and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right.
Good morning, Lander Tiger fans. The Lander Valley Lady Tigers are on the air from the Ford Wyoming Center in Casper. It's the 3A State Basketball Tournament, and Lander Valley has the honor, of starting off with the first game of the day here at 9 o'clock in Casper. The Lady Tigers come into this contest with a 14-11 record. They played 25 games this past season, and the Torrington Trailblazers come in 14-8. They only played 22 games. Lander had an extra tournament. That's where the extra 3 games came along. How they got here in the West Regional, Lander lost their opening game to Pinedale 41-48. They defeated Lyman 45-41, and then in the third place game defeated Powell 49-41. In the East Regional, the Torrington Trailblazers beat Glenrock 56-30. They beat Buffalo 42-37, and then they lost to the Douglas Bearcats in the championship game 61-27.
Wow.
This is Ernie Over along with Taryn Debley. We're here to bring you this game today from the cavernous Ford Wyoming Center. And a few folks have trickled in. We got quite a few Lander fans here today already. And I think we're going to be drowned out by the Torrington band. But
are they? Where are they? Oh, yeah, they're right to our right.
Yeah, they're right to our right.
I mean, that's all right, though. Yeah, we've seen some good amount of Lander folks here. I mean, Ernie and I, we left about 5 a.m. this morning to get here. I'm guessing the Tiger fans weren't too far behind us, so
that's
nice
right,
to see them traveling early in the morning for this first round game.
And the Tigers, they left Lander last night after practice and drove here to Casper and had dinner, and so they got a full good night's rest. They didn't have to ride that bus all the way here to Casper.
Mm-hmm.
We're about 4.5 minutes away from the start of today's game, and we were just talking here a minute ago, Taryn and I, about this Lander Valley Lady Tiger team. They're in a good position here to win their first game, even though they're going against the second-place team from the East. If they run their offense and stay steady and don't try to rush it too much, Lander should have a good game today. We're going to knock on wood.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the 3A East, I wouldn't say they're as competitive as of the Western Conference. We've seen so many good teams come on our side of the bracket. It's finally nice to play someone on the other side for a change. Hopefully that leads to some success for the Lady Tigers going against a team who's never seen them either.
Yeah, exactly. This is the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show here on KFCW 93.1. Thank you for joining us this morning on the radio. And, of course, we're also on YouTube, audio only, at the Wyoming Wyo Today YouTube channel. We'll be back with our Sutherland's Home Improvement Center starting lineups on the Hampton pregame show right after this.
One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Ernie Over and Taryn Debley back with you at the Ford Wyoming Center in Casper. The first game of the Class 3A state basketball tournament features these Lander Valley Tigers, the third-place team from the West region, and the Torrington Trailblazers, the second-place team from the East Division. And I tell you, we've had a great season following the Tigers all year long. They're 14-11 coming into this game, and they're on a 2-game winning streak. And the Trailblazers lost their last game in the championship game, as we mentioned earlier, to the Douglas Bearcats. And our officials today, we've seen these people all season long, haven't we, Taryn? Yeah,
and they've seen the Tigers, so they know how this team plays. I'm guessing they've reffed some games on the east side too, so they've probably seen Torrington. And we always ask of the officials, let the kids decide the game, and I think this is going to be a good crew, and just really looking forward to the first round at state.
Hey, and the Lander Valley Band has just showed up.
Nice.
So we'll have dueling bands, Lander and Torrington, here in this game. Our Sutherland starting home improvement center lineup will take place right after we listen to these messages.
Your tax pros at 672 West Main Street in Lander, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair last year, and this year enjoy Blackhawk live in concert Friday, August 1st. Race you to the fair, the Fremont County Fair.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Ernie Over and Taryn Debley back with our Sutherland's Home Improvement Center starting lineups. First of all, for the Torrington Trailblazers, they will be the home team on the scoreboard here today. A senior scoring 7 points a game, Olive Osmera. A junior scoring 11 points a game, Natalie Long. A senior scoring 6 points a game, J.C. Harley. A junior scoring 9 points a game, Kennedy Reinhardt. And a senior scoring 7 points a game, Taryn Stokes. For the Lander Valley Tigers, a sophomore scoring 19 points a game, Daisy Goklish. A senior scoring 5 points a game, Kendall McFadden. A senior scoring 3 points a game, Zoe Mulholland. A junior scoring 9 points a game, Hayden Goggles. And a junior scoring 5 points a game, Dagan Reinhardt. So the Lander Valley Tigers have been introduced on the main floor. We're courtside here at the Ford Wyoming Center. And there's a, for 9 o'clock in the morning, Taryn, this is not a bad turnout so far for fans. We got a little tiny knot of Torrington fans and a little bigger knot of Lander fans here today.
Yeah, well, I mean, the size of this venue makes every crowd feel kind of small, to tell you the truth. I mean, what an incredible place to play. I mean, how fortunate these kids must feel to play in such an awesome gym and beautiful basketball court, too, with 4 3-point lines, I might add.
Yes, we got 3 3-point lines there. And the interesting thing about this tournament is that it seats about 5,500 folks, Darren.
Yeah.
So we've got over 5,000 fans potentially that can be here. So the Torrington band striking up their fight song. And coming up, Kennedy Reinhardt will be the junior. She will be in the starting circle for the Blazers. And for the Lander Valley Tigers, we have Kendall McFadden. And it goes right away to Osmera of not Thermopolis. Who are we playing? Oh, yeah, Torrington. And their first shot is up and off, not good. Rebound goes to the Lady Tigers. Tigers come down the court now. On top of the key is Goggles. Goggles over to the right side. Goes to Goklish. Goklish stops just outside the arc. On the far side outside now and in the corner to Goggles. Goggles drives the baseline, does a 360 but can't shoot. Turned around to McFadden. McFadden kicks it back out on top. A three-pointer by Goklish is up and off, not good. And Torrington comes away with the rebound. It's Hurley comes away with the rebound. She's a senior. Goes on the far side to Long. Long on the baseline, kicks it over. Now goes on the right-hand side to Osmera. Osmera on top to Hurley. Hurley back to Osmera. Underneath, there's a nice pass and 2 points by Kennedy Reinhardt, their second leading scorer on this Trailblazing team. And it goes 2-0. Goklish on the far side on the rebound, whistle, and we have a foul on Lander under the basket on the rebound. It's going to go against Dagan Reinhardt. So game started out pretty fast today. That was your cue.
Oh, sorry.
The game started out very fast
we're doing a few things here. We're doing the scoreboard, taking some pictures. No, yeah, you're exactly right, Ernie. I think playing at the first round of state's probably a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Can't imagine what the girls might be feeling out there. I mean, every game's kind of do-or-die situation, so going to give it their all. I would think the Lady Tigers were going to stick in this zone right here. We haven't seen a lot of outside shooting, so why not?
And there's a takeaway, turnover by the Torrington Trailblazers. We have a 2-on-2 down court. Now it stops back on top. They'll set the play. Here's Mulholland. Mulholland on the far side along the baseline. Shots up by Goklish, and it's too long. She gets her own rebound, though, out to Goggles. Goggles mishandles the ball. It falls down. A turnover for Lander. Quickly down the court. Here's Hurley. Hurley in the left-hand wing, gives it off to Reinhardt. Reinhardt turns it over. Tigers get the benefit. All the way down, Goklish under the basket. Shots up, yes. We're tied. Daisy Goklish after the turnover, and it's 2-2 with 5:43 to go here. First period of play from the Ford Wyoming Center. Reinhardt with the ball, gives it off to Natalie Long. Long comes down on the right-hand wing on top to Hurley. Hurley dribbles, fires it over to Osmera on the left-hand side. Underneath, there's a shot up and good by Kennedy Reinhardt, and a real nice feed in there and now Lander has a turnover. Boy, this is going really fast. Our basketball come down here.
Right by your feet, Ernie.
No, here it is. No, we have to take it out and hand it to them.
Sorry, guys.
There we go.
Right at our feet, the ball.
Right at our feet. It came right at us. Fortunately, not on top of it. So Torrington gets the ball now. Osmera has it. She is into Hurley, the other point guard on this Trailblazing team. Now back to Long. Long in the middle to Reinhardt. Around the horn it goes. With it, Osmera in the lane. Kicks it back out. Now on the far side to Stokes. Stokes can't shoot. Guarded very closely by the Tigers. On top to Hurley. Hurley. Torrington leading 4-2. 4:52 to go. There's a shot again. The only player who's scored for Torrington is Kennedy Reinhardt, and she now has 6 points. Torrington putting on full court pressure. Here's the pass down court. The Lander Tigers break it underneath the basket. McFadden, and she misses the shot, but draws the foul.
Now that's a good press break right there. They got the ball to the sideline and back to the middle for Dagan Reinhardt, where she could attack a 2-on-1 opportunity. Nice dump down pass to McFadden for the foul. J.C.
Hurley with the foul. And the shot is up by McFadden. No, not good. She misses the free throw. It's 6-2. Torrington with the lead. 4:34 to go here. Here's Kindle, steps back up to the free throw line again. Her shot, this one, no. Knocked off the back of the iron, not good. And there's almost a turnover in the backcourt. Recovered that time by Long for the Trailblazers. Long off to Hurley. Hurley brings it all the way down to Reinhardt. Reinhardt has the ball taken away from her by the Tigers, and they're going to set up an offense here. They're not going to try to run. Here's McFadden. She faked the three over to Goklish. Goklish bounce pass to Goggles. Goggles from the lane. Her shot's off, not good. Rebound by McFadden. Her shot's up and good. Kendall McFadden, and a 6-4 on our Golden Buffalo scoreboard. Tigers putting on full court pressure now. Here's Stokes to bring the ball down to Hurley. Hurley, long pass down to Long. Long on the right-hand wing. On top it goes to Hurley. Hurley back over to Long, and she's got a three-pointer. Boy, that was a long shot from just out in front of us here. And it goes 9-4. Torrington with the first half lead. There's a shot from the corner to answer. Goklish for three.
The press break looks incredible right now by the Tigers. They're breaking it so easily.
2-point lead by the Trailblazers, 9-7. Bringing the ball down the court is Hurley. She gives it off to Long.
Rebound it.
Bank shot is not good. McFadden for the rebound for the Tigers. Off the Goggles. Here comes Lander. Goggles all the way down. Off the glass and in, and we're tied. Nice drive by Hayden Goggles. She went coast to coast, and it's 9-9. There's a long pass down to Reinhardt, almost knocked away. She's able to pick it up. We have Reinhardts on both teams here, by the way. Kennedy Reinhardt is the Trailblazer. On top of the key is Natalie Long. There's a shot up off the front of the rim. Tigers get the rebound. It's Goggles. Goggles off to Lincoln. Underneath, our Reinhardt. No, not good. Tip is up. No, she missed, had two offensive boards and couldn't get it in. And now she's limping on the way back down the court. In the corner, here is Reinhardt, the other Reinhardt.
Nice.
Steal. Nice way.
Slow it down.
Okay, Tigers are going to be coming down now. Here we go over on the far side outside. Daisy Goklish with the ball. She stops, dribbles to her left side, stops at the free throw line, behind her back. Now back over to McFadden. McFadden backs up a little bit. Now on top of the key. Oh, it's a bad pass, but it's out of bounds, and it's a turnover Lander.
Ooh. Man, that first time you break through kind of your conditioning, you haven't played in a few days, you get kind of winded in the first 2 minutes. Look to see the Tigers break through with the second win here early.
Zoe Mulholland comes in along with Addie Rounds for the Lander Valley Tigers. We're tied at 9, 2 minutes to go, first period of play. Down court come the Trailblazers with Natalie Long. She averages 11 points a game. She has 3 right now. On top of the key to Hurley. Hurley on the right-hand side goes back to Long. Long dribbles to her left-hand side Hands off the ball to McIntosh, who just came into the game for Torrington. On the near side now, here's Hurley in the lane, gives it off. Oh, there's another nice shot that goes up by McIntosh. And it is now 11-9. The Tigers trail by 2. Long pass down court is knocked away, picked up, however, by McFadden, or by Brianna Lincoln, I'm sorry, not McFadden. Off to Addie Rounds. Underneath the basket, Goklish for 2, and we're tied again. That was a really nice feed, and it's 11-11 with 60 seconds to go here. First period of play. First round, girls 3A state basketball tournament. There's a long one from outside that's up, off, not good. Rebounded by Osmera. She kicks it outside. With it now is Hurley. Hurley to Long. Back to Hurley on the right-hand wing. In the corner it goes, Osmera. Back out on top to Hurley. Hurley, far side outside to Long. Looks like they might be trying to go for the last shot with 35 seconds to go here. First period of play. All right, Lander finally gets up on her. Now over to Long. There's some defensive pressure with 25 seconds to go. Over in the far side to Hurley again. Hurley and Long playing catch with each other here in the forecourt. With it now is Hurley. Hurley on the right-hand wing, 14 seconds to go. Hurley guarded really closely that time. We're almost out of the 5-second award. And we have a hell ball.
Great job, Tigers.
Great job by Goklish, who tied her up.
And an excellent individual effort there by Brianna Lincoln to nearly force a 5-second call.
That's right. No, Lander will have it in the backcourt. 6 seconds to go. Taking it out is Mulholland. There's the inbounds to Lincoln. Lincoln brings it down across the timeline. Underneath the basket. Shot is, blocked. That was McFadden who had the chance. And at the end of the first period of score, we're all tied up. Lander Valley 11, Torrington 11. Back right after this.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Ernie Over and Taryn Dubley back with you. And Taryn and I were just talking that the two bands here, Lander and Torrington, were playing the same song simultaneously. We haven't seen that in a long time, have we, Taryn?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, they're standing right next to each other. It might not sound good for either band to play a different song. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. It looks like the Torrington band teacher is conducting both bands.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Okay, we have Brianna Lincoln out there for the Tigers, Kendall McFallon, Zoe Mulholland. We have Addie Rounds and Hayden Goggles out there for the Tigers as we start the second period. And the Torrington Trailblazers will have it at half court. Bringing it down is Hurley. Hurley stops, guarded really closely by Lincoln on the outside to Osmera. Osmera now tries to drive the baseline, blocked out there, kicks it on top of the key to Hurley. Hurley on the left side outside to Natalie Long. Long dribbles it across the key, hands it off to Osmera. Osmera then hands it off on the near side to Hurley. Now back to Long. Long at the free throw line to Hurley. Hurley on top of the arc. Far side it goes to Reinhardt. Reinhardt, the Torrington Reinhardt. And we almost have a 5 seconds. Coach Drew Powell was yelling for the 5-second count, but he didn't get it. Okay, down court. Here's Long. Long at the baseline. Kicks it out to Osmera. Osmera back to Long on the right-hand wing. 7 minutes, 8 seconds to go here. First half of play. We're tied at 11. Torrington looking for a shot. Lander's defense not letting him get inside at all.
1 minute of offense here. And it's a turnover.
That's a turnover. Steele with it is McFadden.
Beautiful.
Underneath the runs for 2. Nice steal, and that was a great one.
An even better pass.
Yeah, and it's Lander 13 with their first lead and Torrington 11. Long has it on the far side outside. On top of the key to Hurley. Hurley now in the center to Stokes. Stokes around the other side at the baseline now. Can't shoot, brings it outside. With it is Hurley. Back over to Long. Long in the corner. Underneath to Reinhardt. Back out on top. Ball is almost stolen away. We almost had a foul there by Brianna Lincoln. Cooler heads prevailed. Here Osmera down to Stokes. Stokes, and there's another turnover by the Torrington Trailblazers. Here comes...
nice cut.
Yeah, it was Goggles down. I almost couldn't get the name out. Here's Goggles for 3 from the outside. It's an air ball, and Torrington will control. 5:54 to go, and this has been a good start to the game, Taryn.
Yeah, and there's the 3 or 4 3-point lines coming into play there.
Yeah.
Hayden thought she was right up on the line. She was about 5 steps behind the line, which is really the NBA line that's printed out there.
Yeah, there's no wall behind the basket that Lander shoots, so there's here's a whistle, and we have a timeout called. That was a really good play by the Tigers as they had Maddox McIntosh trapped here at half court, and the coach, Chris Strampy, called the timeout. We'll be right back after this.
Doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Well, a battle of the bands, and it looks like they've been working on some choreography together, Taryn. They've been in sync all morning long here at the Ford Wyoming Center. It's not that often that you see 2 bands playing the same song at the same time.
That's super cool, and drum lines.
Yeah. Maddox McIntosh to take it out for the Trailblazers right in front of our broadcast spot here on the floor at the Ford Wyoming Center. Into Hurley. Hurley back on the near side to McIntosh. McIntosh double team, gets it away. Can't shoot. Underneath the basket. Oh, great play.
Nice pass.
Osmera comes up and gets her first points of the game. And we are tied at 13. Lander in the backcourt looking for some help. There's the pass, and it's intercepted. Turnover, Lander. And we have a turnover on the other side. Zoe Mulholland took it. Now coming down, there is
3 on 2.
Underneath the basket, back over. Brianna Lincoln for 3. Brianna Lincoln for 3. Lander goes out on top now, 16-13 on our Golden Buffalo scorecard. Down court, Kennedy Reinhardt with it for Torrington. On top to Hurley. Hurley back over to Osmera. Her 3.
She can shoot it.
She can shoot it, and we're all tied again at 16. And we have 4:47 to go here, first half of play. Teams are trading baskets. Torrington putting on a lot of pressure. Lander breaks it down underneath the basket. Oh, there's a throwaway and a turnover. Lander. Nice pass that time by McFadden down court, but it was a little bit too low and squirted out of bounds. 4.5 minutes to go. First half, we're all knotted at 16 in the state basketball Class 3A tournament. Coming down court, here's McIntosh. McIntosh to Stokes. Her shot is off, not good. Lander gets the rebound, and that is Zoe Mulholland who gets the rebound. Down to McFadden. McFadden in the corner on the left side. Underneath the basket it goes. Shots up and no, not good. And we have an over the back. Oh, they're going to call a held ball instead. I thought that might have been an over the on the back. It sure looked like it.
I don't think the referee knew what to call there. We had 3 different players all kind of crash into each other. Maybe a jump ball's just for the best. Stays with the Tigers.
Natalie Long comes in for J.C. Hurley. Tigers have it out of bounds. Here's Brianna Lincoln into Zoe Mulholland outside the arc. Mulholland drives it over on the right-hand side to Gokley.
Get in there.
Her shot, no, not good, and a foul on the floor is going to go against, I think, 21. McIntosh, I believe. Yeah, McIntosh gets the foul. Her first, team second. Lander has one team foul. Coming out of the game now is Addie Rounds. And coming back into the game, let's see, who do we have? We've got McFadden out there and Goklish. Here is Brianna Lincoln, lost the ball, picks it back up. On the top of the key now to Goklish. Goklish back on the left-hand side. Mulholland for three. It's too long. Rebounded. Putback is up. Not good. And the rebound goes very quickly to Kennedy Reinhardt for Torrington. 3:42 to go. First half. We're tied at 16. Two teams have shown pretty equal strength here in this game so far. Here's Natalie Long for Torrington on the near side. Underneath it goes. There's a shot in and out by Reinhardt. Tigers get the rebound quickly. Here goes Lincoln down the court. Lincoln on the right-hand wing stops behind her to Reinhardt, to our Reinhardt. Here it is to McFadden in the corner. Reinhardt for three. No, too long. Rebounded by Stokes for Torrington. Goes off to the playmaking guard, Natalie Long. Long at the free throw line, kicks it outside to Osmera. Osmera at the baseline, can't penetrate. Kicks it back out to Long. Long on the far side it goes to McIntosh. Back to Long. On the near side, Osmera for three. No. Rebounded by the Tigers. Tigers have got numbers here, and then a foul on Torrington is going to go against Natalie Long. That's her first, team's first here in the second half.
Wow, do you think the moment maybe has gotten the exhaustion out of both of these teams? All the mouths are open, breathing hard right now. Only the second quarter.
This has been a really hard-fought game, a lot of action. Coming back into the game is Hurley, and going out is McIntosh for Torrington. Coming into the game for Lander is Hollingshead, and going out is Brianna Lincoln. Okay, Goggles to take it out. There's the inbounds pass to Goklish. Goklish goes around the right-hand side, stops. Back on the other side of the key it goes. And there's a foul on Torrington. That'll be on Osmera. No, it's on Taryn Stokes. That's her first and the team's second here. Not a shooting foul. Lander will have it out of bounds. That time, Hollingshead tried to move through the lane and got knocked down. Here's a pass underneath the basket. Goklish has it. Goklish stops on top of the key. Almost lost the basketball. Now she does. Picks it back up. And whistle and a timeout called by Drew Powell. We've got 2:29 to go here. First half of play. We're all tied up 16. Lander Valley and Torrington back after this.
But you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
Bali Thai Kitchen and Lander is a sponsor of the 3A game at the state basketball tournament. They are open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and closed on Sunday. Bali Thai Kitchen. Lander has the ball as play resumes. There's Reinhardt over on the far side to Goklish. Goklish dribbling the ball now to Goggles. Goggles moves to her left-hand side, drives in, kicks it off in the corner. There's a shot up and good by Kendall McFadden. Her fourth point of the game, and Lander takes a lead, 19 to 13. A nice three-point basket that time by McFadden, her first of the game. 2 minutes to go, first half. Here's Natalie Long for Torrington. She moves in the paint, puts up a shot off the glass, and it falls. That's one of the luckiest shots we've seen today. So the Tigers come back down. Now it's Goggles still in the backcourt to McFadden. McFadden, long pass down court to Goklish. Goklish Whistle, double dribble. Turnover Lander, their 6th of the game, and both teams have 6 turnovers. Minute 40 to go until halftime. Lander 19, Torrington 18 on our Golden Buffalo scoreboard. Down court, Maddox McIntosh back in the game for the Trailblazers. She gives it off to Hurley. Hurley down court to McIntosh, to Osmera, back to McIntosh on the near side. Across the key it goes to Hurley. Now to McIntosh, back to Hurley. They're playing catch. Long pass now to Osmera on the right-hand wing. She can't penetrate underneath the basket. There's a shot up, off, not good. Rebounded by the Trailblazers.
Oh, great closeout.
Osmera can't shoot. Now in the corner, here's one that goes up, off, not good. Rebounded by Torrington. Osmera's shot is not good. And Zoe Mulholland gets the rebound. Here's Hollingshead to McFadden. On top of the key, Goggles penetrates, shoots, scores. Hayden Goggles with her 4th point of the game. Lander 21 and the Trailblazers 18. Down court is Shirley on the left side outside, midway between the 2 lines. On the near side, around the horn, it goes to Long. Now to Osmera. Osmera to Long. In the middle of the key, it goes to Stokes. She can't shoot.
Double dribble.
And there's a double dribble call, turnover. And just as you said that, the official made the call. Okay, here we go. The Lander Tigers facing a little bit of half-court pressure. There's a bounce pass to Goggles. Goggles, long pass down in the corner. Underneath the Goggles, all alone. Yes! 2 points by Reinhardt. Nice play. Dagan gets her first 2 points of the game. Lander 23-18. 8 seconds to go here in the first half of play. Torrington trying to set up a play. There's Hurley. Hurley for 3. No, not good. Yes. Lander rebounds, and that's the end of the first half of play. And the Lander Valley Tigers, Lady Tigers, have 23-18 now for the Torrington Trailblazers. And we'll be right back with our United States Marine Corps halftime show after this.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Ernie Over and Taryn Dubley back with you here at the Ford Wyoming Center. The halftime score, Lander Valley 23 and Torrington 18. And welcome to the United States Marine Corps halftime show. And we just happen to have a United States Marine with us today. Aiden Martin, welcome.
How are you doing today?
Hey, we're doing real good today. I haven't seen you since earlier this week.
Yeah, I think it was just yesterday.
Just yesterday, yeah, as a matter of fact. Well, tell us a little bit about the Marines and why you're here today.
Well, you know, as Marine Corps recruiters, we like to get out here and support, you know, the schools and the communities that we're in any chance we get. So getting a chance to come over here and watch some of my girls here play out on the court is always awesome.
Yeah, it sure is. And they're playing a pretty good game so far.
They are. It has been a tight game so far with a bit of a rally right there at the end by Lander to open the lead up a little bit.
Yeah, Daisy Goklish leading scorer with 7 points for the Tigers. Kendall McFadden with 5. 3 points by Brianna Lincoln, 4 by Hayden Goggles, and 2 each by Addie Rounds and Dagan Reinhardt. Now, we talk about once, twice a month. And so I've gotten to know the Marine Corps recruiting story, and it's no pressure.
Exactly. That's the whole purpose. Like we're out here as representatives of the Marine Corps in the community, not to pressure, convince anyone to come become a Marine. And that's kind of why the Marine Corps has always been successful in that, is because we're looking for the best of the best, people that already want to serve and just need their questions answered as to what it looks like.
Yeah, and they have a lot of questions too, but you have a lot of career opportunities that someone from 17 to 29, is it?
Correct, yeah.
17 to 29 can get extra training and then go into a career.
100%. Over 300 entry-level career opportunities that you can get into, ranging everything from administrative to engineering. Really whatever you want to do and build that resume up a little bit.
Yeah. Now, we've talked about this before, but Western Wyoming is a pretty good area for recruiting, isn't it?
It most definitely is, yeah. Especially there's a lot of patriotism here and just really the best kinds of people that we're really looking for.
And you're a Wyoming boy. You're from Kemper.
I am, yeah. Born and raised over there in the fossil fish capital of the world over there.
Yes, they are.
And so it's good to be back close to home. You know, I remember the same arena here, coming to support my teams growing up, and it's always awesome to be back.
Yeah, it is. And, of course, we've got, not a big crowd here tonight, but mostly Lander and Torrington fans, obviously, since this is the first game. Now, you guys spend a lot of time on the road, don't you?
We do. Over here to Casper, Riverton, and then up to Cody, Sheridan, Buffalo, all over this corner of the state.
Yeah. And how's the recruiting been going this year?
It's been fantastic, especially kind of over in the Riverton, Cody areas, especially this year. Just some reason there's a lot of interest over there. It's been fantastic. There's been a lot of interest, a lot of people that want to get the process started, especially rolling up into May when some of the current juniors can really start looking into it as well.
Yeah, that's right. Now, what is your specialty aside from recruiting?
So by trade, I am an anti-tank missile gunner, which means I shoot the Javelin shoulder-fired missile at tanks.
All right. You're the point of the spear.
Yeah, pretty much.
The tip of the spear, yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's good. Why did you choose that, or was that your aptitude when you went through the program?
So I chose infantry overall. You know, I wanted to be a grunt. I kind of wanted to be on the front line and you know, do the thing and kick indoors. Now, why I chose that one, I was actually voluntold to go be an anti-tank missile gunner because of some of my aptitude scores were exceptionally high. And I don't regret it for a second. I was a little upset at the beginning when I didn't get to be a rifleman kicking indoors right down there on the ground, but it's been an amazing career and has set me up for a lot of success in the infantry community as a whole.
Now, a handheld anti-tank weapon has a little kick to it, doesn't it?
Surprisingly, not as much as you would think. The missile is actually self-propelled, so it launches itself. It's just like a little bit of weight coming off your shoulder, and then it's off and away.
All right, that's great.
Yeah.
Now, have you been in the war fighting?
You know, not myself per se. We've been in the area and around it, but we were never actually involved in any of the engagements on the deployments that I've done.
All right, very good, because we've seen the Marines in Afghanistan and Iraq, and before that, down in the Balkans and that area. But, you know, that's another thing we talked about yesterday on the show is join the Marines and see the world.
100%. It's essentially a travel agency. If you have what it takes to be successful in the Marine Corps and really to make it into our ranks, then you're going to have the opportunity to see and explore so much more in the early years of your life than most people ever do. And I think that's one of the things I'm most thankful for. Really opened my eyes up to a lot of things.
Now, you're from Kemmer, and we talked to other Wyoming guys. Do they trust you more because you're a Wyoming kid?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, we're Wyoming. Wyomingites by heart. We're always going to be a little biased against outsiders and foreigners to our great state. So coming from Wyoming really does help some young individuals to trust me and to open up and to really talk about the things that matter when it comes to their future and their career paths.
Of course, we talked about this yesterday on Let's Talk, but you guys have the best uniform.
Oh, definitely. It's not even close. Although I will say it does make it a little tricky getting through the security here at Ford Wyoming Center.
Yeah, you've got a lot of metal on, don't you?
Yeah, it was a little bit of difficult. They didn't even try to have me walk through.
That's right, just off to the side. Yeah. We're talking with Sergeant Aiden Martin, native of Kemmer, now United States Marine Corps, based out of Riverton. And you guys answer a lot of questions, don't you? If someone thinks about military service, they can go there and just bombard you with questions and find out what needs to be done.
100%. That is what we are here for. That's our primary purpose. Not a lot of people know much about the military and more specifically the Marine Corps in general. We are here as that wealth of information, that knowledge for everybody that doesn't know what it's like and everyone who doesn't have that kind of picture into what we do.
Well, you know, if you watch the television news, you know that you don't join the Marine Corps. You become a Marine.
Most definitely. We're, our advertisement team really hit the nail on the head with that one. That's the entire point of Marine Corps recruit training. It's designed to chisel you down and build you back up and turn you into a Marine, not to weed out people that shouldn't be there, because realistically nobody should be there.
That's right, yeah. Okay, well, we've been talking with Sergeant Aiden Martin on the United States Marine Corps halftime show, and it's great to have a Marine with us. It's halftime. Lander leads Torrington at 23-18. We'll be right back with the second half after this.
Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Ernie Over and Taryn Depley back with you. Tigers are coming out in the second half with Daisy Goklish, Kendall McFadden, Zoe Mulholland, Hayden Goggles, and Dagan Reinhardt. It'll be Osmera, Long, Hurley, Reinhardt, and Stokes for the Torrington Trailblazers. Lander leads at halftime. They outscored Torrington 12-7 in that second period, and Torrington will have the ball first here in the second half as play has begun. And it's J.C. Hurley bringing the ball down for the Trailblazers over to the left-hand wing. Now back on top to Hurley. Far side Long. Long midway between the two lines. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Dagan Reinhardt of Lander. So the Trailblazers will control. Great atmosphere this morning here in Casper. We have both bands, Lander Valley and Torrington, and they've been brewing up a storm in the music department over there. It's great to see them both here. In the middle of the play, we have Stokes. Stokes gives it off to Osmera. Osmera drives into the baseline. She can't shoot. Now back over on the far side. Turnaround jumper is up and good by Kennedy Reinhardt. That was a nice move by Reinhardt in the paint. And it's now 23-20. Lander with the lead. Lander going from left to right here on the floor of the Ford Wyoming Center. They're wearing their green uniforms. They are the away team here this morning. Here's Goggles in the corner underneath to Reinhardt. Back outside it goes. Shot is up and good.
Zoe Mulholland.
That was a great shot by Zoe, and Lander goes back up by 5, 25-20. And only one player back. She shoots up and nails a three. Wow. That is Kennedy Reinhardt. She now has, 11 points in the game. And it's 25-23, 2-point lead by Lander. Reinhardt, Dagan Reinhardt on top. Now Hayden Goggles with it underneath to Reinhardt. The ball gets away. It's on the ground. We should have a held ball. Yeah, there we go. It'll be a held ball. And the possession arrow goes to Lander. So no turnover there. Great atmosphere here this morning, Taryn.
Yeah, totally. I mean, the bands really help, don't they?
Oh, they really do.
Especially in a big gym.
Especially in a big cavernous place like this, 5,000-seat arena. Here we go, Zoe Mulholland outside the arc. Over to Goggles. Goggles long shot for three is nothing but net. Great shot by Hayden Goggles, and she now has 7 points in the game. 28-23. Lander again up by 5. Far side outside is Natalie Long. Long stops to Osmera. Osmera on the near side now. Oh, and we got a foul on Lander. Kendall McFadden picks up her first personal foul. And Taryn, that's only the second foul of the game against Lander.
Yeah, that's really good. That's going to free up a lot of your depth towards the end of the game. Don't have to battle with foul trouble.
Exactly.
In the fourth quarter.
6:07 to go, period 3. Lander 28, Torrington 23. First round of the Class 3A Girls State Tournament from the Ford Wyoming Center in Casper. Torrington has the ball on top of the key. It's Hurley. Hurley on the near side goes over to Long. Long back up to Hurley on top of the key. On the right-hand side, Osmera for 3. Not good. Rebound is going to Torrington. Back on top. Here's Hurley for 3, and she gets it. Nice. Boy, a lot of 3 balls going up today. 28-26, Lander by 2. Now here comes Goklish to bring the ball down court. Dribbles behind her back across the timeline. Now right in front of our broadcast spot here on the floor at the Ford Wyoming Center. Goklish still has it. Stops on the near side. It is going to go to Mulholland. Zoe brings it across to the left. Now back over to Goggles. Underneath it goes. The ball's knocked away, but picked up by the Tigers underneath the basket. A lot of contact here. No fouls being called.
All the way.
Oh, Zoe all alone for 2 and a nice layup. Zoe Mulholland with 4 points. That was a nice move, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was. She split the defense, realized no one was there to protect the paint, just kept on going.
4:55 to go here. Third period of play. Lander 30, Torrington 26. Natalie Long, who averages 11 points a game, only has 5 at this point. Brings it down around the corner. There's Osmera. Osmera has the ball knocked away, and we have a held ball, and it'll stay with the Trailblazers.
Now, that's great hustle. Even in this possession, the alternating arrow goes to Torrington. Just by sacrificing for 1 second, the next jump ball will go to the Tigers. And that might be a jump ball that you need, Ernie.
Yeah. Brianna Lincoln in the game now for the Tigers. Zoe Mulholland takes a little bit of a rest. And the Trailblazers have it now at the top of the key. Hurley to Long. Long back over to Hurley on top of the arc. On the far side, Osmera. Midway between the 2 lines. She tries to drive the baseline and falls down. Oh, and they say it's because she was fouled. Well, I get that. And the personal foul is going to go against whom? Kendall McFadden. That's her second foul of the game. First foul here in the second foul here in the third period of play. Inbounds pass. There's a shot up, not good. Rebounded, shots up, not good.
Yeah.
And we have a foul called on Lander on the arm on the second shot by Reinhardt. Kennedy Reinhardt. And she'll go to the line to shoot free throws. You know, it's really amazing. We've only had one player at the free throw line so far in the game, and that was for Lander, and that was Kendall McFadden. Long shot is up. You know, that trajectory is very familiar, isn't it?
Yeah, I
that
can
looks
think of
like
exactly who you're talking about.
A Daisy Goklish free throw.
High-arcing shot.
Kennedy Reinhardt. There it goes again, and it's in and out. Not good. Lander gets the rebound. 3-point lead for the Lady Tigers. 30-27. Goggles down underneath. Shots up and good by Kendall McFadden.
The Trailblazers' transition defense in the press is not good. They're not sprinting back, and they're leaving a Tiger all alone under the basket.
All right, here we go with the ball is Stokes on top to Hurley, over to Long. Long on the far side, almost lost the ball. Underneath it goes to Stokes. Stokes left the glass. No, not good.
Oh,
Fight
excellent.
for the rebound, and this will be Lander's ball on the alternating possession. We're down to 3:47 to go in the third period of play. Lander 32 and the Trailblazers 27. Here's the inbounds pass. Torrington putting on full court pressure. There's Hurley, and she fouls. Yeah. Hurley picks up her second personal foul, and the Tigers will have it at center court.
You could see that one coming from a mile away, Ernie.
Yeah, Hurley's been really aggressive on the defense. So McFadden will take it out for the Tigers into Brianna Lincoln in the backcourt. Brianna Lincoln brings it across the timeline to Goggles. Now on the near side to Reinhardt. The ball's knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Lander. Nice defensive hand on the ball that time by Kennedy Reinhardt. Now coming into the game is, who is that? 21. Coming back into the game is McIntosh. Coming out now is Osmera for Torrington. Here's Goklish into McFadden for Lander. Whistle, and we have a pushing foul on Torrington under the basket as Reinhardt hit the floor. And the personal foul is going to go against Terrence Stokes, I believe.
Uh-oh, now we're having a little chippiness between the bands.
No, it's
Lander Valley saying you can't do that, and all the Trailblazers looked to their right and said, "What'd you say?"
What'd you say? Okay, here's Lincoln. Lincoln at the free throw line is tied up, and it'll go to Torrington. Lander 32, Torrington 27. Tigers had a chance to put a few more points on the board there, and the defense by Torrington tied them up. Okay, long pass down court. Underneath the basket it goes. There's Stokes. And, oh, boy, that was Hayden Goggles. Had to do that, or there would have been an easy two by J.C. Hurley.
Boy, the first half flew by with what seemed like no whistles.
Yeah.
Now here in the third quarter, we're up to 8 fouls already.
2 shots
combined.
Here. Yep. 2 shots by Hurley, who has 1 tray in the game. Lander by 5. Shot is not good. She'll get 1 more. 3:16 to go in the third period of play. Lander by 5 on our Golden Buffalo scoreboard. Hurley coming up for her next free throw. This one's not good either. Rebounded by the Tigers. With it is Dagan Reinhardt off to Hayden Goggles. Goggles brings it all the way across the key in the corner to Goklish. Goklish now drives the baseline. She's blocked out there. And whistle, and a foul is going to be called on Torrington underneath. And the foul is going to be on 4. That is Natalie Long, her second personal foul.
Tigers just need to keep moving the basketball. Trailblazers are getting very physical on defense, so pass to the open guy, make the easy pass, and then we'll find a shot.
Inbounds to Brianna Lincoln. Brianna far side outside to Reinhardt outside the arc. Over to Lincoln. Lincoln pops for 3. It's an air ball. Pulled out of the air by the Trailblazers. Down court comes Natalie Long on the far side outside. Stops at the free throw line. Around the horn it goes to McIntosh. McIntosh lifts a 3 ball and it's not good. Fight for the rebound goes to Torrington. Shot is up and not good. And that was J.C. Hurley who is fouled. And the Tigers picking up the personal foul. Let's see, who's that on? That is on Goggles. So that's her second personal foul. And Hurley at the line. Again, now she misses her 3rd in a row.
Well, as we talked about, fouls, Ernie, Tigers not really in foul trouble. The only player right now that has 3 is Hurley on the Trailblazers. She's at the line also.
Yep. 32-27, no scoring here in the last couple of minutes. Hurley eyes the hoop, and this one is good. So she gets 1 of 2, and it's 32-28, 4-point lead. And Hurley comes out of the game now. Coming back in is Osmera. All right, the Tigers have it, looking at full court defense. Here's a long pass down to Lincoln. Back over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt drives in, stops at the corner, picks it up on top of the key to Goggles. In the corner, McFadden now to Hollingshead. Hollingshead to Reinhardt. Reinhardt stops. Bounce pass in the middle of the lane. Oh, I hate those. Lander got it. Here's Goggles for 3. It's off to the left. Not good. Lander by 4 with 2:08 to go here, 3rd period of play. Osmera back in the game and has the ball on the right-hand key, on the right side of the key. Near side to Long. Long in the middle it goes. There's a shot up and a foul on Lander underneath, and it'll go against Rounds. Addie Rounds gets her first personal foul. And we'll go to the free throw line again. 32-28, 1:54 to go. And at the free throw line is Stokes. She hasn't been to the free throw line yet today. Shot is good. She's got kind of a multicolored look, looks a little bit like Kansas City Chief out there with bright orange and yellow tennis shoes. Okay, she gets the basket. It's a 3-point game now. Her next shot is up. And she got that one too. 2-point game now. 32-30. Lander with the lead. Ball's knocked out of bounds.
It's going to go to Torrington.
Oh, it's going to go. It was off Lander, so that's a turnover off Goggles. Well, Lander had a 5-point lead with 3 trips down the court and couldn't get a score.
Yeah, they just need to slow down a little bit, I think. I mean, Torrington's doing a good job of speeding them up, but some of the, like that one, and some of them have been unforced.
Here's Long on top of the key, hands it off to Osmera. Bounce pass on the right-hand side to McIntosh. Her shot is blocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Torrington. Minute 35 to go. Torrington and Lander. Lander leads 32-30. They've only had 2 points in the last 3 minutes, and that was scored by Torrington. Here's the inbounds pass. Gets away. Held ball. Lander will have it on the alternating possession. Okay, so we're down. Lander moving now left to right on the floor here at the Ford Wyoming Center. Inbounds to Brianna Lincoln. Lincoln quickly down court to Reinhardt. That's Zoe Mulholland on the near side to Hollingshead. Hollingshead on top, reverses direction underneath, and she draws the foul. Personal foul is going to go against Kennedy Reinhardt, her first. And so Paisley Hollingshead goes to the free throw line for the Lander Valley Tigers. Paisley is just into the game here in the second half. She hasn't scored yet. Shot is up, and this one too strong. Bounces away, not good. Minute 21 to go, 2-point lead by Lander. Paisley will have one more. Eyes the hoop. This one's good. So Lander now up by 3, 33-30. We're down to a minute 15 to go here in the third period of play. Torrington brings it down with Natalie Long. Long over to McIntosh. McIntosh whistle and a foul. It's going to be called on the Tigers. That'll be Hollingshead. That'll be her first.
Well, Ernie, how many times have we put the Blazers to the line here in the third period?
Well,
after
let's see.
Basically no free throws.
1, 2, 3, 4 times.
Yeah, we need to quit fouling.
Yeah, I know that you don't want to have the other team scoring with the clock not running. And there's the ball that rolls around. Gravity takes over and it goes down. So 2-point lead by Lander now, 33-31. McIntosh will be at the line. She is looking for her 4th point. Here comes Goklish back in the game for Lander. And Hayden Goggles gets a little bit of a rest. McIntosh shot is up and not good. Fight for the rebound is going to go to Lander. Zoe Mulholland quickly off to Lincoln. Lincoln brings it down in the forecourt. Stops on top of the key. Over to Mulholland. On top. Oh, she threw it away. No, it was...
No, it was touched. It was tipped. It was tipped.
It was tipped.
One
of the official called it over and back. Oh, they gave it to Torrington. So, okay. A new kind of bird is flocked into the events center here. A boo bird. Okay, here's Natalie Long. Long on the far side. Now around the key it goes to Reinhardt. Reinhardt to Long on top. Over to McIntosh. 2-point lead by Lander. 40 seconds to go in the third. Here's McIntosh on the right wing. In the middle, Stokes. Her shot is blocked, but they got her on the arm. So it'll be foul against Lander, and it's against Mulholland. So Zoe picks up first foul. Gee, Lander, 2, 4, 6, 8 fouls already. They only had 2 the first half. At the line is Stokes. Shot's good. She's got 3 in a row now. And it's a 1-point game. Boy, Lander had the opportunity to blow this thing open.
Yeah.
And they couldn't get it done.
Absolutely. And it's been the fouling.
Let Torrington back in the game from the free throw line. And we're tied. Tied at 33-33. We're down to 30 seconds to go. Here comes Goggles. Goggles down the court for the Tigers, over to Reinhardt. Far side, outside it goes to Mulholland. Mulholland traveled, palmed the ball. I could even see that one from here. Okay, it's 23 seconds. Torrington will have a chance at the last shot. Brianna Lincoln on defense. Long pass down court to Osmera. Osmera on the right side, outside, midway between the two lines. On top to McIntosh, guarded closely by Lincoln. Now we go down to 13 seconds to go. Natalie Long has it. Long on the far side, outside, moves in. There's a shot by McIntosh for three. It's good, right at the buzzer. Holy cow. McIntosh gets it. That's the end of the third period of play. And after three, it's Torrington 36 and Lander 33.
From the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Well, Torrington outscores Lander 18-9 in that third period of play to take the halftime deficit and put it in Torrington's favor. It's now Torrington 36, Lander 33. Lander hasn't scored in a long time.
Yeah.
They've only had 1 point in the last couple of minutes. All right, so Torrington will get the ball to start the final 8 minutes of play. It comes into Hurley. And they've been getting a lot of points, 7 of them off the free throw line. The ball's knocked around. There was
Tiger now switching to man-to-man defense.
Yeah, there's a shot up, taken away, turnover, Torrington. Nice shot that time by Gokley. She goes all the way in, off the cut, and misses the lay-in.
That was beautiful, though.
She came in a little bit too fast, and the ball went high off the backboard and bounced right back to Torrington. 7.5 minutes to go in the game. Here's Natalie Long. Long loses it, picked up, back at the timeline. Long has it again. Now goes over to Hurley. Hurley stops, avoids the trap, goes to Osmera. Back over to Long, and a timeout called by Torrington. 7 minutes, 9 seconds to go in the game. It's Torrington 36, Lander Valley 33.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Ernie Over and Taryn Debley and Sergeant Aiden Martin from the United States Marine Corps here with us, courtside at the Ford Wyoming Center. Tigers come back out. They're trailing now by 3. Torrington will have the ball on the far side. Olive Osmera with it. She scores 7 points a game, and she has 5 right at the moment, a senior. Here's the inbounds play. Goes to Stokes underneath the basket. Ball's knocked away by Zoe Mulholland. Great defensive move.
Yeah, it's almost like she anticipated the back door there, was just waiting for it.
So Torrington takes it out under the Lander basket. Here's the inbounds play. It's a long, and she's fouled on the floor. Wow, Lander keeps fouling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fouls now. And the foul went ahead Zoe Mulholland, her second. 9th foul. Okay, here's the inbounds pass taken away by Lander. Turnover, Torrington. Lander comes down. Here's Goklish. Goklish with the ball. On top of the key. Moves it across the key. Bounce pass over to Goggles. Goggles now drives the baseline. She can't shoot in the middle of Mulholland. Mulholland now off to Reinhardt in the paint. She can't shoot. Now off to Goklish. Goklish drives the lane up and
she was fouled.
Too long. It was too long of a shot that time. It goes to Torrington. 6.5 minutes to go in the game. Torrington by 3, 36-33. Torrington with the ball now. J.C. Hurley has it. Hurley stops in the corner on the near side. Goes to Reinhardt. Kennedy Reinhardt. Reinhardt looks for help underneath the basket to Osmera. Osmera in the corner goes now to Hurley. Hurley on top of the key, almost lost the handle. Long on top to Hurley. There's this long 3-ball that's up, off, not good. Rebounded by Stokes, and she's fouled. Holy cow.
The
Tigers are fouling like crazy.
And they can't leave Reinhardt down there to rebound all by herself.
No.
You got to send all 5 girls to the glass.
Dagan Reinhardt with her second personal foul. And going to the free throw line is Taryn Stokes, who's hit 4 in a row for the Trailblazers. Make it 5 in a row. And the lead is now 4 points, 37-33 by Torrington. Lander hasn't scored in about 4 minutes, Aaron. Here's the next shot. In and out, not good. And Torrington gets the rebound. It's Hurley who got up there. There's a basket shot by Natalie Long. She now has 7, and it's 39-33. 6-point lead. Here's Goggles down court. Whistle, timeout called by Drew Powell.
Come on, Tigers.
And this is a well-timed timeout by Coach Powell. Tigers have got to calm down, stop fouling, and get the ball into their best players. 5:42 to go, 39 Torrington, 33 Lander.
To sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County School Athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Ernie Over, Karen Debley, and Sergeant Aiden Martin from the United States Marine Corps here with us courtside at the Ford Wyoming Center. Lander had a 5-point lead, and that's evaporated into a 6-point lead now by the Trailblazers. Lander, however, will have the ball. Taryn, the Tigers need a score here.
Yeah, absolutely, Ernie. I mean, they've been kind of stuck on 33 for a while now, and Torrington's just kind of kept scoring consistently. Now they're down 6.
Yeah, and that point's coming from the free throw line. Here we go. Goklish has it on the right side outside. Now she dribbles to the right-hand side, reverses direction. Ball's knocked away. Goklish picks it up at the half-line court. Goes all the way down on the left side outside. Here's the pass on top to Reinhardt. Reinhardt back underneath the basket. Shot is up, and point-blank shot is missed by McFadden. So now we've got 5 minutes to go. Tigers have missed 3 really short shots here in this period. Now with the ball is Hurley. Hurley down court. Goes off to Reinhardt. Reinhardt back on the near side. With it is Hurley again. Hurley over far side to Long. Underneath it goes to Stokes. Underneath the basket, ball's knocked away, and it'll stay. Oh, the Tigers had that and stepped on the end line. All right, we got 4:43 to go. Lander trails by 6. Torrington with the ball under the Lander basket. There's Osmera. Osmera in, shots up, off, not good. Lander gets the rebound. Nice rebound by Dagan Reinhardt. Tigers come all the way down on the left-right side. Here's Goggles for 3. Got it!
That's so huge.
Oh, Lander needed that one.
Oh, that might have brought him back to life, Ernie.
I think so. 39-36, 3-point lead by Torrington.
No fouls.
4:22 to go. Here comes Hurley down the court for the Trailblazers. She gets off to Stokes. Stokes back to Hurley on the right side outside, midway between the two lines. And now on top of the key, it goes back to Stokes. Stokes whistle. Oh, foul on Landers Reinhardt.
You know, the offense of Torrington hasn't been impressive enough to foul. I mean, the fouling is just unjustified right now. They've only been able to score at the free throw line consistently. I mean, they've thrown in a few off the glass, and, you know, that's going to happen at the state tournament. But make them earn their points straight up.
They've had 8 out of 12 free throws this half. Landers had 1 out of 2. So now with the ball is Hurley. Whistle. And a foul on Goklish. Well, I didn't see that one, but it happened all the way across the court. So,
well, the Tigers have 4 fouls now compared to 0 from Torrington. So the next foul is going to send Torrington to the free throw line for the second half of the final quarter.
With the 2 shots. Here we go. Ball's knocked out of bounds. They're going to say Torrington has it. Okay, Tigers take it out of, the Trailblazers take it out of bounds, leading by 3 points. Here's the inbounds pass, knocked away, stolen away by Lander. Tigers come away with it. It's Goggles, and Goggles is fouled. Personal foul goes against Natalie Long. That's her 3rd. First team foul against Torrington. So Goggles takes it out with 3:52 to go. Inbounds to Goklish. Goklish comes down for the Tigers. She's on the right wing. Now to Mulholland. Mulholland brings it to the left side. Cross-court pass. Long shot up. Oh, it rolled off. Not good. Tip goes to Torrington. Underneath the basket is Hurley. Hurley slows it down. Walks it across the timeline. 3.5 minutes to go in the game. Lander trails by 3. Here now is Hurley. Hurley bounce pass over to Long. Long on the left side outside. She drives down in the corner. Goes to McIntosh. Back over to Stokes. Stokes at the top of the key is tied up on the play, and it'll be a held ball, and it'll go to the Lander Tigers. Turnover by Torrington. So 3:13 to go. Tigers trail by 3. This is going to be a close one. Tigers have it in the backcourt. There's the inbounds pass to Brianna Lincoln. Lincoln just back into the game. Lincoln to Goggles. Goggles brings it down on the left-hand side. On top it goes to Lincoln. Lincoln far side corner. You can't see who that is over there. Oh, it's Goklish. Now here's Lincoln. Lincoln in the lane. Shoots it up off. Not good. That's the 4th time the Tigers have had a shot underneath the basket and haven't been able to convert. Natalie Long now with the ball for the Trailblazers. 2:44 to go. It's getting tight. J.C. Hurley with the ball. They're running a little bit of clock here, a little bit of weave on top of the key. Hurley gives it off, and a foul is going to be on Kendall McFadden. And that's her 3rd. And that will put Torrington at the free throw line in the double bonus. Boy, Lander did not need that, but now Natalie Long, who hasn't been to the free throw line, is going to go there for the first time. She has 7 points in the game. Shot's not good.
Needed that. Tigers need everything they can get. 2.5 minutes down 3.
3-point lead by Torrington. First round game of the Class 3A Girls State Tournament. Next shot is up and good. Okay, so it's a 4-point lead now, 40-36. Tigers bring the ball quickly down. It's Goggles. Goggles has it on the near side. Mulholland in the corner. McFadden. McFadden on the near side. Looking, cross, court. Oh, throws it away. Turnover, Tigers. We're down to 2:15 to go in the game. And Torrington is just walking it down the court. Here comes Goklish to challenge him across the timeline. With it is Hurley. Hurley on top of the key. Hurley moves to the left-hand side, guarded very closely by Goklich. Now there's a whistle and a timeout.
Oh, no. We got an offensive foul against number 22. That's going to be Reinhardt.
That's Reinhardt, an offensive foul. I didn't see it. The official down in the corner made the call.
It must have been, well, it was definitely something off the ball.
Yeah.
Not sure what it was.
Okay, we've got 2 minutes to go in the game. Torrington by 4 on our Golden Buffalo scoreboard. Here comes Goggles down court. On the far side, Goklich. And he throws the ball away. Or she couldn't handle the pass from Mulholland, and it's a turnover Lander. Minutes 40 to go in the game. Lander's down by 4, 40-36. Here we go. And we have a tie-up or a foul. A timeout by Torrington. Boy, they got that one just in time. 1 minute and 35 seconds to go. Lander trails by 4. Lander has only scored 3 points in the last 7 minutes, Darren. Their offense is just, and they've had the shots.
Yep.
But they just haven't gone in.
Yeah, you're right, Ernie.
Too high off the backboard.
It's been right around the basket all night or a turnover here in the second, or excuse me. It's been right around the basket here in the second half or a turnover. So the Tigers just need to calm down a little bit. Still a minute and a half, plenty of time to get your 4 points. You do have to start rushing a little bit, but you don't want to be sloppy. You just want to be quick.
Well, the winner of this game will go to Casper College and play the winner of Cody and Buffalo. The loser of this game plays at 9 o'clock in the morning again at Casper College. And that would be against the loser of game 2, Cody and Buffalo. Okay, here we go. Torrington with the ball inbounds. In the backcourt, it goes to J.C. Hurley. Hurley across the key. Hurley hands it off to Osmera. Whistle. Another foul on Lander. On McFadden, and this will go to the free throw line for 2 more free throws for Torrington with 1 minute and 25 seconds to go. Lander trailing by 4.
Well, it was Long who just missed 2 free throws.
Well, she got 1 of 2.
Oh, 1 of 2.
That one's no good. Okay, Long is back. Wipes the back of her tennis shoes off with her hand. Bounces the ball. Eyes the hoop. This one's good. So she gets 1 of 2. Minute 24 to go. 41-36. 5-point lead. Here's a whistle and a foul on the drive by Goggles at the basket. And I can't see the official's hand. Is it 22? Fouls on 21. No. That's Maddox McIntosh. Okay, that's the 3rd foul. Here's the inbounds pass. Goes to McFadden. Underneath. Another shot up off the glass. Not good. Tigers have missed how many there? 6? 6 in a row, I think. And there's a foul by Addie Rounds. Her first, who just came into the game. What?
That went against Lincoln.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lincoln. Yeah, that's her 2nd foul. Well, this one's slipping away, Taryn.
Yeah, now we need 2 missed free throws here.
Long at the line, hits it. She's 3 of 6. 42-36. Lander just hasn't been able to score. We've only had 3 points in this quarter. Next shot is up, off, not good. Rebound goes to Lander. With the ball is Lincoln. Gives it off quickly to Goggles into the timeline. 1 minute to go. Goggles underneath the paint. Turnaround jumper's way off the mark. Not good. Rebounded by Torrington on another foul on Goggles. That'll put him right back to the free throw line.
Darn it.
Well, this is not looking good for Lander with 53 seconds to go. They trail by 6. They had a 5-point lead at this point in the 3rd period.
Yeah.
And it's gone. Tigers have 3.
The scoring's
5.
just dried up. went on a little turnover spell and haven't responded since then. That was Goggles' three-pointers, the only points we've seen in
16 fouls by Lander. J.C. Hurley makes the basket, 43-36. 7-point lead with 53 seconds to go. Got it.
Oh, wow.
Well, this is not looking good for the Tigers. It's an 8-point lead with 53 seconds to go. And now there's some kind of question at the official scorers table. I'm not sure what this is all about. Excuse me. The Tigers were in control of this game.
Yeah, and it felt like they were almost the entire way.
Yeah, it felt that way. Lander was doing really well, and then in the fourth quarter, they've only scored 3 points in the quarter. And Torrington has scored 8.
Yeah, still a lengthy discussion going on at the scores table.
I don't know what this is about.
I mean, I wonder if it's a point, if it's a foul that was, they messed the score up, or maybe there's a foul on someone that was given to the wrong player. Not sure. They're still talking about it.
Okay, the two officials come over now. Apparently it was a question the Torrington coach had. Okay, well, beat Lander's ball in the backcourt. 53 seconds to go. Tigers trail by 8. Oh, they better get that ball. There we go. Goggles picks it up. They were rolling it down the court. Goggles all the way down. Stops. Brianna Lincoln for 3. It's short. Not good. Rebound out of bounds to Torrington. Well, that'll just about do it. Only 44 seconds to go. You know the Tigers have to foul now, which would put them right back at the free throw line. 6 free throws made in this quarter by the Trailblazers. Down the court. Oh, that should be a travel. Yeah, that's a travel. Okay, there's 12th turnover now by Torrington.
Man, the fouls have been very lopsided here.
Man, they sure have. Well, anyway, Lander will take the ball out of bounds in the backcourt. It's Goggles. Just 38 seconds to go. Inbounds to Goklish. Goklish stops. Is trapped. Loses the ball. Turnover Lander. All the way down. Shots up and one. Well, this one, that will do it there. Personal foul against Daisy is her second. 17th foul against Lander. Here goes Natalie Long. No good. Rebounded by the Tigers. 27 seconds to go. Goggles hustles down the court. Off to Lincoln. Her shot's not good. Rebounded by Torrington. Whistle. And we have a foul on Lander.
Some incidental contact, I believe.
All right, the official is sending both clubs to the sideline.
They're going to call it intentional. Nope.
No.
I'm just discussing it. Yep, they did call an intentional foul. I'm not sure she was even looking in the direction. It was Brianna Lincoln and number 0, which is Osmera. They were both just kind of running back down the court, and I think they just went shoulder to shoulder on accident. Nonetheless, I mean, it was quite a wipeout.
11 fouls called on Torrington. 19 on Lander.
That's so unfortunate, too, because their offense and their defense was looking so good until the third quarter, and it was just a bad stretch of, fouls on every single possession that really just let Torrington get their confidence back. I mean, they were ready.
And they were fouls, too.
They were, but Torrington was ready to break. I think they were sensing the game slipping away from them, but you got to give credit to some of these guards. They've been fouled. They've been, fouled all night long, and they stepped up to the line and hit their free throws. Huge credit to the Torrington team. Tigers, you know, played a very, very good season as 10 seconds to go here.
10 seconds. They're going to lose their opening game at the state 3A tournament. And they will play tomorrow morning again at 9 o'clock at Casper College. And that's the final score. Lander only scored 3 points in that period. And 11 points scored by Torrington. So the Tigers go into the consolation bracket. They had this game in hand.
They did.
And then all of a sudden the wheels came off. I'm not sure why, but it happens. Lander only scored 13 points in the second half.
Oh, good
13
gracious.
points in the second half.
Yeah, and it was 3 in the quarter and 4 in the quarter, 9 in the third.
3 in the quarter, yeah.
Oh, man. And even 10 in a quarter is low for them.
3 points in the fourth period. Lander falls to the Torrington Trailblazers, and so Lander will now go into the consolation bracket, and they will play the loser of game 2, which is Cody and Buffalo, and that's coming up right here at Ford Wyoming Center next at 10:30. In that game tomorrow, the Lady Tigers will be at Casper College at 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll be right back with our score recap right after this.
Here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Ernie Over and Taryn Debley back with you at the Ford Wyoming Center, where the Torrington Lady Trailblazers overcame a third period lead of Lander of 5 to go on and win 47-36. Lander had 12 points in the second half, and Torrington had 29.
Oh, man. And tell us about the free throw numbers.
Yeah, the free throw numbers. Free throw points in the contest. Lander had 1 point off of a free throw. Torrington had 14.
They shot 25 free throws in this game.
Yep.
And 14 to 25 is not a good percentage, but when you go 25 trips, or 25 free throws, that's such an advantage. And Lander only going to the line 4 times. That's a 13-point swing right there, Ernie, and the Tigers lost by what, 11?
Lost by 9. Or 11, I'm sorry. 47-36, lost by 11. I was feeling pretty good about this game, in the third period.
Yeah.
Lander had a 5-point lead, and then all of a sudden they went cold.
Yeah, absolutely. It started on that bad stretch of fouls, and we were just talking about it on the commercial break. They were fouling, and we talked about it even in the moment. Not sure why the fouls were happening when Torrington hadn't really done anything impressive offensively yet. They had a few nice passes inside, but nonetheless, you send them to the line for 14 points. It's hard to beat any team when you're giving up that kind of number.
Yeah, the only free throw Lander had in the entire game, the only free throw Lander had was by Paisley Hollingshead.
Good gracious.
Lander was 1 for 4 from the free throw line, and Torrington 14 of 25. Now, we were just talking, these were fouls.
Yeah.
These
they were fouling.
These were not bad calls. They were fouls, really fouls. And Lander, how many times do we have shots underneath the basket? Six or seven shots
at least
in the paint.
At least in the second half.
In the second half, and none of them went in.
No, I mean, it's hard to swallow that, knowing that, hey, we were around the basket all game long, couldn't convert anything, and the free throw number is what sticks out to me the most. But you're right, Ernie. I can think of at least 4 right off the top of my head that were just right point blank shots right around the charge arc that just didn't go in.
Yeah, Daisy Goklish ended the game with 7 points, as did Kendall McFadden. They had the 2 of those players had 7. Hayden Goggles leading scorer for the Tigers with 10. Zoe Mulholland had 4. Brianna Linka 3, and Paisley Hollingshead the only free throw for Lander. She had 1 point. In the first half, Lander was 10 of 22. In the second half, they were 5 of 16. For the game, they only shot 39%, 15 of 38. 3 points, Lander was 3 of 7 in the first half, and 2 of 7 in the second half. For the game, 5 of 14 from beyond the arc. And as we mentioned, 1 of 4 for the game, only 25%. Torrington shot 8 of 18 in the first half for 44%. They were 6 of 14 for 42% in the second half. They were 14 of 34 for 43% in the total game. They had 2 of 4 3-point shots for 50% in the first half, 3 of 6 for 50% in the second half, 5 of 10 for the game. And free throws, they had none in the first half, but in the second half, 14 of 25 for 56%. Well, I know it's got to be just hugely disappointing for the Tigers and Coach Drew Powell. And we'll just have to talk with the coach and find out, what went wrong. Momentum is really an important thing in basketball games, isn't it?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Ernie. And Lander had control of the momentum. It was a back and forth game nonetheless, but they had control of the momentum. They were smiling, playing hard, and you could tell that they were really trying to win the game, and it all just kind of changed about midway through the third quarter.
Yeah.
It was consecutive foul after consecutive foul, and it just continually slowly watch their lead slip away, and man, how agonizing that must have felt for the Lady Tigers. I mean, we felt it.
Yeah, sure did. For the Torrington Trailblazers, let's see, they had 12 points by 2 players, Kennedy Reinhardt and Natalie Long. 6 points by J.C. Hurley, 5 points also 6 points by Olive Osmera, 5 points by Taryn Stokes. So the game was tied at the end of the first period at 11. Lander had a 23-18 lead at the end of the second period. Torrington regained the lead in that third period. They allowed Lander 36-33, and Lander only scored 3 more points in the game.
Oh, man.
Only 3 points in that second half.
You hate ending the game like that.
Yeah, that was tough. So here we go. We'll be right back with our post-game awards after this.
Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Your tax pros at 672 West Main Street in Lander, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober. The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair last year, and this year enjoy Blackhawk live in concert Friday, August 1st. Race you to the fair, the Fremont County Fair.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Ernie over and Carol Debley back with you here at the Ford Wyoming Center. Introductions are being made to the Cody Phillies. They're going to play the Buffalo Bison here in the second game. Our good sport player of the game today, Zoe Mulholland, a senior. She ended up with 4 points in the game, but played a really nice floor game. And our And our player of the game is going to be Kendall McFadden. She had 7 points. She played a whale of a game. So player of the game, Kendall McFadden, and our player of the game, our good sport player of the game is going to be Zoe Mulholland. Well, that's it this morning from the Ford Wyoming Center. Unfortunately, the Lander Tigers didn't play very well in the second half, and that cost them. And they'll play tomorrow morning against the loser of the game that's on right now between Cody and Buffalo. And if I had to guess,
I already know, yeah.
If I had to guess, I think it'll be Buffalo, because Cody is a great team.
And they're already out to a 2-0 lead. So
yeah, Cody was the #1 team out of the West. Buffalo was the #4 team out of the East. And Cody's already taken the lead here less than a minute into this game. Well, Taryn, disappointing start for the Lady Tigers here at the state basketball tournament. And that's going to do it for us. And I want to remind all of our fans that, let's see, let me get back over here where we are at. Oh, it was Taryn, you sent me that email. I want to remind you that the Bali Thai Kitchen in Lander is a sponsor of the 3A game, 3A games here at the state basketball tournament. They are open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and closed on Sunday. I want to thank our scoreboard sponsor, the Golden Buffalo Jewelry. I'd like to thank our general manager, Kevin Shields, for allowing us to do these games. I'd like to thank Leanne Sanderson back at the studio for being the board op this morning in this game. And our sports club sponsors, thanks for them. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do any of these games. So on behalf of Taryn Debley, this is Ernie Over bidding you a pleasant good morning from Casper. We'll be back on the air tomorrow morning about 8:50 a.m. with the game Lander and the loser of this game right here. Have a good day, everyone. Drive carefully.
Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.